Okay, guys, please, as you connect, do your best to share and like the program. It is very important for us to keep moving. Okay, guys, we are trying to get as much audience as possible. So permit me share with others, please, before I get back to the program. We are going to be starting within the next 3 minutes, while I share the program to others and get them on board. Please, within the meantime, while waiting that the program should start, make sure you have a jotter. Make sure you have all what it takes to grab those information that I will be sharing here. And also, please, don't forget to like, comment. The first thing you should do is to comment the country or the town in which you are watching us from. It is very important to let to so that we can know who is watching us, from where they are watching us. And the city already won a seminar. Bamenda will be having a seminar and all of that. I'm going to give you guys all information about the class. Everything starts today. So for those in the haze, you don't need to be in the haze. Calm down. Get ready. We're soon to start. Please do not miss this session. Invite your friends. Let them know we are already live. Please, this is very important. Let them know we are already live, and it is a great opportunity. Nobody should miss. Like seriously, it's a great opportunity. Nobody should miss, because today we are going to be actually looking at the midweek market analysis, the end of week market analysis. We did midweek market analysis already, and I believe that all those who followed me from Monday till now has been well led, has been led to the right direction, and I believe that we should close the week in flying colors. There is no need that you make money within the week and you lose it at the end of the week. There is no need. So we better work together now so that the week will close in flying colors. That is the purpose of Bellforex. We are here to help you achieve your financial goals. We are here to help you achieve more trading skills to make sure that you trade better and you also stand out among the best of traders. And we are here for that absolutely for free on this channel. This channel is one of the channels you should share and ask people to follow for 2024, because there is a lot of massive content on the ground where we are preparing to get it shared to others. We are preparing a whole lot of content for next year. We are preparing free programs. If you check on the channel right now, you are going to see that I've uploaded some smart money course videos and some technical analytics perfection videos. This all of these things I'm doing is to help you, is to make sure that all those who follow me get valuable informations, not just coming here on YouTube to waste their time. The videos are very long, it's true, but the material is worth it. It will change the way you trade. That is them true. Okay, great people. I believe that I've shared the links to as much people as I can. So before we start, my friends, quickly comment in the comment section from which city are you watching from. Good morning, Roger. Special greetings to Victor. Special greeting to Ama Timothy. Special greetings to Pascal Fu. Special greetings to Ashanti Mama. Happy to always see you. And Samuel. I wish you guys a great journey with Bellforex, and I pray that God see you through in your endeavor. Please comment your city. Bamenda, it is very certain we are going to be having an event in Bamenda. We'll be communicating. Bafutsam is lucky. We're also going to be having an event in Bafusam, and we will need people from these cities to work with. Uh, Presido, please text me after the live. I want a hall in Bafusam. So you quickly do the search for me today and give me the pricings so that we get ready for Bafusam. Douala Yaounde is quite sure, and Boyer is lucky as well. So it will be massive one, pretty massive one. Okay, I'm actually sharing the screen to actually go deep into the information that I got with you today. At any point that you face any difficulties, please you could just let me know. If you have any challenge, if you are not seeing anything, please do not hesitate to comment in the comment section so that I can actually come back to that and make sure that you are getting me all right. So the comment section is open. Do not hesitate. If you are not understanding something, do not hesitate to quickly ask in the comment section. So before I go into today's lecture or technical analytics, I would like us to look at forexfactory.com to first of all check if we have any important fundamental coming up for today. It is very vital, is a first step, is a tradition that you, a trader, have to incorporate. When you get up in the morning, the first thing you ought to check is checking your fundamentals, making sure that fundamentals are aligning what you got, high impact or low impact, at what time those news coming up. It will help you definitely to plan ahead to know exactly what you ought to do. So today is Thursday. Today is Thursday or Friday. Oh my lord. What's the date of today? Today is Friday. Wonderful. End of week, definitely. So today is Friday. We're having a news on GBP, which is actually the GDP news. It is definitely a high impact news, and this news is accompanied by an average news. This news measure the change in the total value of goods and services produced by the economy. Actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Now, if you want to actually look and have a prediction for this news, then definitely you have to consider looking at the previous data on this dashboard. On the history of this news, October we got this news to not we had no change. We got no change in October. So definitely the news was the actual value was like same like the forecasted value. And for for September the news was not good. Uh, we can say that the news impact will not be that great because economics are predicting that they're going to have 0.0% and the previous value is 0.2%. Okay, so what I'm looking here is somewhere somehow like 0.1% or 0.1%. Um, let's wait after the news. I may not predict that accurately here, so I would like us to wait after the news. And at the end of the day, around 4 p.m., we have prelim consumer sentiment for the USD, which is also a vital news. Their impacts will not be that great, but it is important to note at what time they will be occurring. So that is actually what we have for the fundamental analytics when it comes to Forex this morning. Okay, we're going to be moving straight to our chart, to trading view, over to trading view, where we are going to look into the technical aspect of trading of, of some key pairs, and I also give you the opportunity to give propositions on which pair we should quickly do a revision on this morning. Also, remember, don't forget to sign up with XNex. XNex is the best forex brokerage you can ever use to trade. There are a lot of you out there, you are actually hunting prop firms, but the studies are clear. It is quite clear. You can ask from those who have done it before. Very few amount of people really end up withdrawing money from the prop firm account. The rules and the verification step at the end of the day, just lead you in losing your money. Please, my friends, do as much as possible to raise your own little initial capital and trade with a reliable brokerage like XNex. Here in the live description, there is a XNex link which you can click upon to create your XNex account. Make sure that you create your XNex account uniquely with that link to receive massive support from Bellforex in particular. Um, why TradingView loads? Make sure that if you have any worry, you can also drop in the comment section if you have any suggestion. If you have anything that you want me to look for you, any scam website that you want me to verify for you, because I also make sure that I verify scam website. I check for scams for my community members. So if you are part of Bellforex, then definitely that service also goes for you. So if you are actually wanting such services like checking of scam websites and all that, you got me here for you, all right? You got me here for you. Okay, this is GBP USD. We did an analysis on GBP USD on Wednesday, and that was done on the 1 hour time frame. And it's like the chart is loading up. Let the chart load up and let's see what we got. I don't know if I actually wiped the analysis already or if I still got them on my chart. But from every indication, it shows that they have wiped the analysis already. Let me put that up Euro USD just to check if the analysis are still there for Euro USD. Euro USD on the 1 hour chart isn't also there. Okay, let's just go for GU. So let's start with GBP USD. GBP was quite an amazing move for the week. From the prediction of the market, right from this top where we did predicted the market, the overall moved, we have gone down 180 pips since the beginning of the signal on Euro GBP USD. On Wednesday, I gave you the prediction of take profit of the signal at this price level, which we got ourselves into. And afterward, I actually identify two valuable market structural zones here. The first market structural zone we targeted was this one, and we term it a point of interest, which still remains a point of interest for us at the moment. So it still remains a point of interest. And the next valuable zone remains this. Now, you guys saw exactly what I explained to you people uh, during the last market analysis. And what I explained to you guys was so important that I do not want anybody to ignore what I am telling you now. There is a purpose I call up this lecture this morning. And what was the purpose that I call up this class? The purpose I call up this class is to reiterate on why I actually predicted a consolidation and what happens when these institutions trade. On Wednesday, I told you people that the market is going to come here. Don't be excited. We are going to have consolidations, and after some consolidation, the market is going to shift to the downside. This is exactly what I told you people. Thousands of traders got caught in buy GU yesterday. I told you all about this. I saw a lot of channel, a lot of signal services telling people to buy GBP. It was so shocking to me that people are asking others to buy, and there are also people also buying without necessarily doing their due diligence. What happened here? Let me explain to you. This is the purpose of the class because what happened yesterday will repeat itself, and thousands of traders are going to find themselves blowing their account when next that thing will happen. So it happening today doesn't mean that it's over. It will happen again, again and again, and a lot of people are going to lose their money still in that process because people always refuse to listen. So the red zone actually is a very dangerous price point to trade. During such zones, you need to pay special attention to the end and the top of the zone. So this is the end of the zone down here, and this is the top of the structure. That's the first thing that you map as a forex trader. And what you need to know here is that these guys, this what is happening here is a manipulation, and it will occur in every almost in every market. And the manipulation is occurring at a local support structure and within an imbalanced market structure. There was an imbalance or a fair value gap here, but the imbalance or the fair value gap area isn't the only price level where we saw the injection of volume. The injection of volume in this market, in this wave, in this up wave, definitely did not just occur at the level of the fair value gap, which actually we said, which traders need to understand that not to be victims of of this theorem. The network is a little bit disturbing. I am clicking my stuff, it's not coming up. I don't know why. You both should want the network. I don't want war. They're the network that I don't want war. So what I was trying to show you guys is this portion of the chart where we had this significant rally. Before the fair value gap area actually came up, we saw a significant volume injection around here at the beginning of this consolidation. And it to itself, the little coil zone is a very important price point where more of institutional order gets accumulated. So before we had a fair value gap, it is the fair value gap came up because of high pressure. So that zone is going to be there. A lot of young traders are going to see that zone, and they might think like, okay, we should trade at that zone. But the truth being is that we need to also look at everything in forex based on the root. Like if there was an uptrend, where is the root of the uptrend? Where did everything started? Where did an injection of volume started to predict that we are going to be having an uptrend? And that's why we find ourselves in this lower zone here. That is the first thing. And so within the fair value gap structure, the institutions are going to create the video quality can be enhanced by the viewer. You need to click on your screen and take settings. On your settings, you take a high distinct video quality. You can take high video quality, or you can take 1000 pixels, something like that. So you should know that. So you could actually be viewing a low video quality or from poor network, so you can increase your video quality and it will consume more data. So you should know this, please. So what I was saying here is that we find ourselves at a state whereby the institutions now, because when I saw this local support, I saw it, and I saw the low this zone. Let me map the zone. I saw this imbalance zone. What is wrong with my network that I cannot pick up structures? It's really terrible. Please, I would just like you guys to give me a minute. Let me switch between networks and then refresh my Let me switch between networks and then refresh my trading view, because there is no way I'll do this class with so much poor data quality that cannot even permit me to draw something. So let me just quickly refresh, just reload the page. It will be completely useless that we work on a screen that is of high poor quality. So it is better we refresh the page just to make sure that we got something better on our chat. Yeah, it is very important. I cannot be working and we cannot get informations. It isn't proper. So we go back on the chart of GBP USD, and let me brush up the explanations and we'll continue. Okay, what was happening here was quite simple. It is because my TradingView account got loaded back, and so the analysis that we did is even back on the chart, so we have no stress to do. So my right account template came up back, uh, so this is what we got. So it was very clear that we are going to have this manipulation, and I told you that the market is going to sell to the first take profit target. Now that the market have sold to the first profit target, what I was trying to explain to you people, what happened here was that the institutions were doing everything possible here to make some people to buy this market before time. Are people understanding? So what was going on here yesterday was the concept of pushing a lot of people to buy before time, so that at the end of the day, these people are going to serve as meat for them. You get it? So within these structures, as I've said, when you have a consolidation or an accumulation, the first thing to do is to map the accumulative end zones. So for example, we have this accumulative end zone from this top, and also we have this accumulative low zone from this bottom here. So what do you do? What you do here is that you need to make sure that whenever market comes to the highs and the low, that's when you might even think to take a trade. So anything within, you are not there. Are you getting me? Anything within, you are not there. So if I were to take a short position or a long position, I will always sell this market from the tip. I will not buy the market, because I know that it's a manipulation. They are trying to create liquidity, they are trying to pull people's leg. So I will only think of selling this market when the market comes to the edge of the accumulation, or when the market wicks above the edge of the accumulation. So I will know my directional volume flow. And that's what everybody that followed me was safe, did not fall into this trap of the institutions yesterday. And this occur on Euro USD as well. So the question here is that since the market has been able to move into this other structure, what next? Okay, this is what I want to talk about today. I want you to pay a special attention to what I want to explain to you people. The market has gradually shifted into a very tight zone. Now, what we have in that zone is a very stiff structure, and something interesting is happening there currently. The market is forming a coil. So, the strategy that you have to use today will be the London day breaking strategy. Are you getting me? Because we have an absolute coil. So this is the area of the absolute coil. So you need to grab the areas of the absolute coil, and you wait for the market opening around 7 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. So what is going to happen is that aggressive position could be entered. If this market break to the downside, it means that it has broken in the direction of the volume flow, and an aggressive position can be taken after a search of entry. Maybe if after breaking on the 15 minute, you can switch to the 1 minute to look for a break and retest of the structure, or you can look for a slight break and pullback of the structure. If it breaks, then market is going to carry us to our second zone. This is the first option. If market breaks to the downside, it is going to be good because it is actually a clear London break strategy that follows the direction of the volume. If it breaks to the downside, it's going to come down maybe to this our structure before we see a significant rally. But if this market breaks to the upside, you need to be careful. Do not aggressively buy. Allow the market and see exactly what is going to happen. We will have to check if the market is going to be returning to the base of this consolidation because the market was first of all consolidating. And since this consolidation base have a lot of noise, I will invite you, if you want to really map the base of this consolidation, you can switch the market to the line chart. And on the line chart, this is we are going to consider the first base that was created. So the first base that was created will be the one to give us the definite zone. So this is actually the zone. So all of this. So what is going to be happening is that if the market start to rally back to the upside, you need to be very observative. A lot of people are going to enter or sell early entry because they are going to put their base on this structure like this structure here. And also we have another structure here. So their bases will actually fall within this first structure. And what is going to happen is that if it's going up, it's going to break it, break this one and break this one. And these people that took the wrong base will begin to feel like the market want to rally back right up here, and they will begin to buy, and the market will come to the real base here that we got with the line chart, and then we will start selling. And at the end of the day, a lot of people will be caught in the trade, and that will be destructive. So you need to be very intelligent. You need to be very smart. Forex is not for those who don't think. You need to think very well. You need to be very smart. And that was the purpose I did this emergency call, because today you may lose all the money you made from Monday to now. I can see people like Glory have made a lot of money. I saw her 4 withdrawals this week. I was amazed. 4 withdrawals. See, and it was like from Fridays last week now, she has done 4 withdrawals. She has already doubled her investment. And it was like, wow. But at the end of the day, don't fall victim of these guys today because it will still be manipulative. After this call, if the call break aggressively to the directional volume flow, we can actually short with a minimum lot size. If we break to the upside, we hold on to see exactly how it's going to be behaving. So that is what I think. This is just analysis. Tomorrow I'm going to teach. We are going to continue our hidden forex secret tomorrow. And part of the hidden forex secret, I'm going to show you how you can confirm a little entry. Like if this market rally back to this blue line, how can you confirm that trade? How can you do to make sure that there is an internal change in structure and that this trade had a high probability of selling? Those are the things we are going to be looking at from tomorrow in our hidden forex strategy. And before I start the program of hidden forex secrets tomorrow, I would like to endeavor that all the members who love this program should be able to share this YouTube channel to as many people as possible. I'm going to make a message later on with the YouTube channel link, and all I want from you is just to share the channel because that's the only way you can promote what I'm doing. Yeah. So that is it for GBP USD. Same feelings will be all over for AO USD. So it's not gonna be that much difference. But there's something very important that I've seen on GBP USD. Yesterday, as I was actually looking into my analysis in the morning, I saw this trend line in my office, and I drew this trend line for my office. And I just wanted to also show you people the magic that occur over the trend line. And just to call your attention again and again that you should not be fooled by different theories and different course and content makers on the internet. A lot of people tells you that trend line does not work, and they tell you that it's not part of smart money concept, and you believe. If you are believing, then you are a goat. Yesterday, I was looking at this. You look at the consolidation for AO USD is well defined between two structures, right? After we got the news rally to the upside, we then had a GBP AO USD that has actually been consolidating at this lower structure here. You guys see it. Hope you guys can see the lower structure. This is the lower structure. And the move was even manipulative yesterday, and I could see why it was manipulative. And what got my attention was this trend line that I got from these two structure, point one and point two. And the market came and bounced exactly on the trend line. And you people can see how the market rally. And I knew very well that the market was leaving this upper structure to the downside. But what happened there was that there was an obstacle along the line. The obstacle was also accompanied by a confluence zone that was gotten from a basal support from an inertial zone. So there was a little confluence there, and a lot of people that was selling a whole USD and were waiting that the market should come and hit their take profit at the lower base, end up losing the money at the end of the day. But the question here is, why did you lose the money on a whole sale yesterday before the real sale occurred? The reason was being that a lot of people were ignorant, and a lot of people decided not to do their market research. They just fold their arms and believe in other people's signal. And when I did my own signal, I saw an obstacle and I saw a possible deviation. So when I saw this trend line, I knew that this trend line is going to serve as a deviation zone, and it's also going to be used for manipulation. Because in real sense, we have a very important zone on a USD. The zone start right down here. It's a very important price zone, which we are expecting the market to hit, right? And I told you guys one thing. Before the market goes to these two important zones, the market is going to first of all behave as if it's not going to get to that zone. The institutions know that many of you have identified these zones as important zones in which you can buy the market. But what can we do to ensure that you buy this market before it gets to this zone? It is using simple strategies that like this trend line that came as an interruption in this a whole USD market cycle here. The trend line was just an interruption. It was not really what it was supposed to be. And it caused price to break above this zone. And all what I wanted was I was waiting for price to come back within the zone for me to confirm that it was actually a fake structure. And after that happened, 2 hours later, market came back within our zone, and I was certain, and I reiterated in the afternoon that I still remain with a downside for this market, and the market sold. You guys can see. So what we are having currently is an absolute coiling. We have an absolute coiling at the very moment. So the first thing is to capture the zones of the absolute coiling. And what is going to happen is that if the coil break in the direction of the volume flow, which is the downside, then our zone 1 and our zone 2 here for Euro USD can be heated today, this morning or before afternoon, which will be an excellent trade zone for you to look for a good setup. But again, if this market refuses to break to the volume flow direction and rally to the upside, remember again, this trend line that has been vital and played a role of the deviation will be will respect this structure because we have confluence. So if it rallies to the upside, it's going to bounce here and then get back down. So these are the scenarios in which I'm looking at the market to manifest upon today. You get it? And before a market, you sell and buy a market, make sure you confirm the trend within structures to make sure that what you are taking as trade is well analyzed. Okay. The next thing we're looking at is the dollar index. What's happening to the dollar index, my friends? See, the dollar index is rallying to the structures that I told you about. And the most common, the dollar index can really help you to actually gauge market direction. You guys can see the market analysis I did for the dollar index. I told you guys that the dollar index is going to consolidate very well down here first after a break and settle above this structure. So it is consolidating and is targeting this up zone. That's what I told you people. And yesterday, you people saw a massive volume rise, and what we are having currently for this market is a perfect coiling. So this type of perfect coiling can easily have a break that follows the direction of volume flow. So if that breaks moves to the upside, then definitely we're going to have a reaction on the first zone and possibly on the second zone. on the second zone again today. So you see that the market is really on its path, manifesting what I started showing you since Wednesday. So nothing should put you to change your mind. If this market breaks to the downside, you need to wait and be observative and see where the market is going to react. So you can draft possible structure. If it breaks to the downside, the market can come and react on the structure, then rally back to follow what we're saying. But what I'm trying to explain is situation where we have aggressive breaks in the direction of the volume flow will be more significant for us to trade. Okay. So the next one we're looking at is let's look at a suggestion that a friend someone gave. Where is the pair that the person gave? Euro NZD. So somebody gave Euro NZD. Sandra gave Euro NZD. Euro NZD is the pair, maybe probably she trading Euro NZD. But before I go to Euro NZD, who remember the analysis I did on Bitcoin? Who remember the analysis I did on Bitcoin? Who remember the analysis I did on Bitcoin? Who can remember the analysis I did on Bitcoin? Who remember? Who can remember the analysis I did on Bitcoin? Who can remember the analysis I did on Bitcoin the other day? When we're here, I did analysis on Bitcoin. What did I tell you guys? I told you that Bitcoin is has the potential to move to 37, 38, and 40,000 USD. And I showed you the market structure in which Bitcoin was targeting. It was very clear. Forex is not magic. This was a pretty low that was broken from back here, and this low was quite a pretty one. A good volume injection was done then, and this market actually created an order block just above here, between 40 and 38,000 USD. So this is actually the structure. This is it here. It's a very thin structure. It's a defined structure for Bitcoin. And what did you guys see? Bitcoin went exactly to that structure, hit it there, and rapidly got rejected. Do not ignore what just happened here. There is a possibility that Bitcoin can now, from this point, as I've said, give us a very huge downside. Bitcoin from here can move massively to the downside, and it will be an opportunity for you to really re-enter this market correctly. So pay attention to Bitcoin, and I hope you've seen as my analysis has manifested exactly the way I told you. It is because I do this analysis beforehand before coming here to share with you. Okay, so let's look at Euro NZD, which if someone has proposed, and I think she has a reason why she's asking us to check that for her. Okay, so let's go to Euro NZD. Okay, Euro NZD. The first thing I pick up a chart is to look at the general over volume flow. You get it. So when I look at Euro NZD at the moment, I can see Euro NZD in a rally. All right, I'll just do some investigation using different strategy. We got here. This investigation is what is going to work. It's quite simple. Trend lines respected. One, two, three, respected. So there is a channel principles that we could apply from here. Are you guys seeing the channel? I'm not forcing anything. If this, if this, if this didn't work, you get it. If this didn't work, I would have known what to do. Okay. So what I was saying here is that you need to understand that technical analytics. I am actually trying out channel methodology here because uh, I've seen such structures before, and channel have been very useful to it. So when I look at the channels, I'll be able to get the pro trends and the counter trends on the channel. This is actually the pro trend to the upside, the counter trend to the downside, the pro trend to the upside, the counter trend to the downside. counter trend to what I want. So to investigate where the is going to, I also need to have an idea of the previous trend that led the market to that structure. Okay. So what I'm going to do is very simple. I will pick this structure here and I will investigate this zone. So what do I have here that is quite interesting? Is what I'm going to be investigating on different time frames. Probably 1 hour, we can move to the 1 hour, investigate, get down, investigate. But at the end of the day, I want to come up with a conclusion and see exactly what's happening within those structures. Okay. So what I have here is very simple. We saw from this end as the market was actually moving down quite okay, but at a certain point here, we had a basal structure that skipped into the market. This was a zone that actually skipped into the market here. This zone can be extended, and you can see the reflection of the zone all over again in the market. That is actually repeating what happened before. So you can see the defined zone of this movement. So I will define it for you, and I'm going to put a line chart. I'm going to put a line chart to define the low zone as well for you. So uh, the lower zone segment is going to be here, somewhere here. So it's going to be somewhere here. So we got these all over. We get back to our candlestick chart. So we have this. You can see how the market really approach the up zone, and we can have the defined structure. So market came back to it and began reacting within the structure, and we definitely had to expect that as an important structure within this trend. Another important structure we had here within this trend was a necking of this W shape. This was a W shape structure that got formed here. This is the legging one, the necking of the W shape, and the other leg of the W shape. So in the W shape pattern, the neckline is an important zone. So the neckline zone is characterized of this structure here. And you can see how within the neckline zone, the market came and acted upon the neckline zone, and the market dropped right down to the neckline zone creation. So normally we would have expected a hold up for a whole NZE when this market approached up this structure, right? We normally should have expected a hold up here. You get it? And it got to that structure. The hold up was quite simple. The market consolidated within the hold up, and we can see how the hold up rejected the market again to the downside. And it rejected the market towards what point? It rejected the market towards these lower zones, which you would have probably taken a trade somewhere around here based on your internal structural change. But an internal structural change, because if I want to look at an internal structural change, then I need to analyze this little down push as an independent structure at the end of the day. So definitely we had that hold up, and we had to check this. Probably it should be, maybe you are looking up to take a sell on this market. And so for me, a sell is not going to be what you should be, because it is not actually what this market is standing for. This market is standing at this top here. So you should be very careful trying to sell the market here. It might behave as if you want to sell, but this market is not a market that is characterized by upside. So be careful. I will advise you to wait until market crosses this point. Yeah, the market can sell from here, but also for a sell, if you want to sell, please do not sell there. You can sell only at the edge of the hold up area to this point. Yeah, the market can sell from here, but also for a sell, if you want to sell, please do not sell there. You can sell only at the edge of the hold up because this market has a potential to end penetrate back the hold up area to this point. Yeah, the market can sell from here, but it is not a very less risky setup that you should take. So you should be pretty careful with that. And that is it. I believe that that will be able to help us to increase the way we look at the chart. And please do best to share the link of this channel today. And also always refer back to the channel. There's a lot of content I'm uploading from our past lectures. They are very long, but they are helpful. I've seen the rate in which people are blowing their account left and right because they don't have quality education. I've decided I'll be uploading my past contents to the YouTube channel to help people. So I will wish you guys an excellent day. See you. Uh, for those for the July batch, physical batch, see you soon. For the online, see you soon. And for all those who, uh, let me quickly answer a question for the July batch. Somebody asked me the aspect of stop loss. I prefer to use event class to show you up what you want them. Thank you for joining. Bellforex remain a perfect place for you. Keep supporting us. Bye bye. Thank you for joining. Bellforex remain a perfect place for you. Keep supporting us. Bye bye.